All right, we're at the home of Richard and Dory Trevino. They were actually referred to us by Bolo and Lydia Rodriguez, who are working on right now. They live up the road a little bit in probably Dilley, I guess it would be considered. We're down in Catula right now, so looking to have kind of the same thing as we're doing for Bolo and Lydia. Just need a makeover of the exterior. They've been here for a while and just really haven't done too much to the outside, so we're looking to help them out with that. We're going to be doing a James Hardie and window project. We're going to be using the Andersen windows, doing James Hardie Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4 inch board. We're doing a conservative tear off. There are some almost like kind of a really rough shingle. It's a little more, it's a little rougher than we typically see in the asbestos shingle. But all that area we're going to tear off. But there is quite a bit of siding that's a sheet siding, and it's wood, not masonite, so we'll use that as our substrate where we can. We are doing fascia overlay, and we are installing a Hardie soffit. Starting on this facing edge of the carport gable here, we're going to be doing all that facing in siding. The fascia, we're doing a fascia replacement, so that's going to be the proper thing there. Instead of an overlay, we will do a fascia replacement. The underside of this carport here will be painted. The ceiling, porch ceiling, will be painted. We're not doing any Hardie work or anything under there, but just painting it. Again, here we'll have all our fascia, and then we'll have our Hardie underneath. Gutters are all coming down and going to be disposed of, and then we can, they can get a gutter referral. We can give them Chris McClendon to do the gutters for them. But these gutters are all coming down. We'll dispose of those. And this underside here of the carport, that's a good candidate under here for the overlay. This shed will be gone here, so we don't have to worry with that. That'll be out of our way. Starting at this corner here, this is where we're going to start the tear off. We do have some pretty significant rot going on around these windows, and it just looks like it's really just water seeping in from up above, whether it's through the head flashing or somewhere. We have a lot of water coming in to the inside as well. We are not doing any of the interior trim out or repair work. We're mainly focused on making sure that we have a good stool and jack stud to put the windows in, but all the interior finish out and casing work will be done at a later time. That's not done as part of our scope of work. Again, 8 1/2 Cedar Mill Select. Yeah, actually 8 1/4. This is the window trim that will all be coming off. You can kind of see it's just rotten. I mean, it's just gone. So we'll be taking care of any framing that we need to do to ensure the integrity of our window installation. We do have a small little rake wall up there. So again, that will all be addressed with the Hardie fascia and soffit. These two 4x4x8s, we're going to wrap those in Hardie. We're going to paint. They have a really nice beadboard porch ceiling on here. We're going to leave that alone and just paint it. We'll be painting the garage door as well as the carport entry door, which we saw back here. And then, which we didn't see yet, we'll be painting the kitchen entry door. And then again, all this trim will be Hardie 1x4. This window is going to go to a single window. There's two side-by-sides. We're going to do a single window there and a single window here, and those will all have the Prairie grill on it in the Series 2 Andersen. And you can see here just kind of some of the stuff going on with the rot and just all kinds of, just over the years where it's just gotten worse and worse, which is pretty typical of rot. So this side here, we got 3 more windows. Those are just going to be single hungs, no grills. And then, of course, all our siding here will be addressed. Soffit will be installed. Fascia will be done in Hardie. You can see that's just rot in there. This building, this carport here, what we are doing on this carport is painting the sidewalls exclusively. We're not doing Hardie. We're not doing fascia. We're strictly painting these walls and a set of double doors on the back side. And that's going to be color matched to the house. Okay. Here you can see more of that trim just rotting off there. But again, that's our scope of work here. We're not doing anything on the underside of the breezeway. We're not doing fascia overlay on the breezeway. All this siding under here on the main house, this will be addressed and will become the Hardie plank. We talked about getting all the, the obstructions out of the way, all the space to the walls being cleared off so we can just come in here and start our project without having to worry. So this stuff will all be gone and be taken care of for us. Again, nothing on the underside here. That's all going to stay as it is. These sidewalls, again though, including the gable, will be painted. This sidewall will be painted, and these double doors will be painted. Again, this is pretty much back there right before that window at that seam is where our overlay starts. Again, this stuff is all in great shape here. I mean, it's practically brand new from about a foot up. We do have to cut a little skirt on here. You can see that rod. It's pretty much all the way across just from bouncing off of the deck here onto the sidewall. So we'll cut that, make sure nothing's wrong with the base plate. Excuse me. And then we'll continue on with our overlay. We'll resheathe that portion, do our C-channel flashing along the bottom, and then continue on with the installation. That gable vent up here will be trimmed just like a window with the head flashing and everything else. Again, soffit and fascia on this area. Coming back to this area again, this wall, this built-in is staying here. I told, when we talked about this, Mr. Trevino and I were talking about this base molding on the built-in. This it's really a 1x6. All this will come off, and then we'll just install a 1x6 trim around here, just returning back to the wall just to clean that up and give it a nice finished look. But all this 1x6, that's only there just for, kind of aesthetics, covering up the rot. So that'll all go away. All the sidewall, again, will be the Cedar Mill Select. This back door is the kitchen entry door that will be painted. And then all of this porch ceiling here will become Hardie porch ceiling. This gutter will be going to do our fascia overlay. And this patio cover, all of this area, will not be doing anything with. We're not wrapping posts, we're not doing fascia, we're not doing anything on this little arbor right here. But all this gutter will come down, as will all this gutter here along the back side of the carport. And that will be fascia overlay. The main carport on the left side of the house will be getting fascia and soffit and painting the underside of the carport ceiling there. Talked about electrical boxes. We'll pull those off the wall, do our siding behind, and then reinstall. And all this will be Hardie plank all the way down. And that's pretty much our scope of work. We're back here to the main carport and this main kitchen entry. Excuse me, this is more of a side entry door. But this will all be the Cedar Mill Select. We can get rid of this 1x4 seam here and just make that a nice flush wall. And that's pretty much what we're looking at. So again, Mr. and Mrs. Trevino, we really appreciate you guys' time this afternoon, and Dory, I really appreciate you taking off the time to work from work to give this project the attention it deserves, and we really look forward to working for you guys. So thanks so much for your trust and confidence, and we'll be talking to you soon.